So in my last video, I played Figment, which was kind of a isometric perspective game. It was an adventure game, mostly about puzzle solving, that felt like it was taking place in sort of the depths of the human mind. It was kind of cartoony, a little bit full of puns. This game, Etherborn, is a lot. It takes itself a lot more seriously. It's got much more of that sort of artsy, atmospheric kind of vibe to it. But it is a puzzle game. It is from a similar perspective, and I do suspect it might be taking place inside the human mind. It's pretty poetic, though, so it's kind of hard to follow what it is they're actually trying to say, maybe without spending more time in it. So you play this map of the human nervous system, I think? Maybe the human circulatory system. That bubble that I'm running past is the level that I just beat. It's like the sequence of puzzles I just beat. So I'm running to try to find another. The thing that's interesting about this game is that gravity constantly shifts to match the surface that you're running on. And most of the puzzles are pretty much about that. It's about sort of reorienting yourself, twisting your brain around in a lot of different weird ways in order to figure out the right perspective to find a path from point A to point B. So Death Crow is pointing out this is a unique looking game, and it really is. Like, the character, the worlds that she inhabits, they do really stand out in my head as being, different from a lot of other stuff that I've seen. And each world is pretty different too. There are some basic conventions. When you see a slope like this, it means that you can transition from one orientation to another. And typically, like you can see there's one of those curves on this wall. It could be that at some point I'm going to be walking on this wall, though I can't quite see how yet. Is there anything special about this, or you can just walk on it? Looks like I can just walk on it. Excuse me a second, I'm going to cough into my shirt. Alright. So one thing I like, you see this little kind of tilt shift thing they're doing? The bushes in the foreground are blurred. So they're basically, you feel like you're far away from your subject, but the blurring is indicating that you're close. Because that kind of blurring in the foreground and in the background usually happens when you're close to a subject. And so it makes it feel like these things are small. And so instead of looking like I'm very far away, driving around a full-size human, it actually feels like I'm close to a very small person. Okay, so it looks like I've got a slope that lets me walk up this wall. If you were to actually try to unfold this world... Wait, is that... I can't actually tell. This might be a sheer cliff to walk off, so let's not walk off that. Let's walk over here. Alright, yeah, so can I walk... Okay, this part right here... Okay, no, that does look like it has a hard edge to it. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell the difference between a slope and an edge, because the entire game is very... just very simple colors and shading and lighting. Like they're doing their best to try to make the game mostly out of primary colors, but because they're doing that, sometimes you're not sure if you believe that something is a slope and not a hard edge, or a hard edge and not a slope, because they don't look that different from each other. So it looks like this is gonna be one of those challenges where I have to walk halfway around the world before I start being able to claw my way back along different routes, which means I've actually already kind of forgotten most of what I've already seen. Oh no! Well, well, at least they have forgiving checkpoints. Looks like I needed to run and jump across that, not just jump. Okay, so that little orb that I got, that is a key. And usually, to progress in the game, you need to find multiple keys and fit them to locks. So you can see from that curved edge over there, where I got that second key, clearly I'm supposed to walk from the other side down here onto this. And so then the question becomes where? Oh no! Teach me not to pay attention. Where can I make that transition? Sometimes it amounts to jumping off a cliff in a weird place. So I can see there are these transition walls around here. There's this transition wall. Can I jump up this? Yes, just barely. Um, I don't know if that gets me anything, though. Hmm. All right. So it looks like so I jumped down here. Oh wait, what's this? Huh. Can I? Nope. Okay, I can't go up that, but I can jump here. So this game, typically, like if you were to actually draw a node graph of this game and how all the different surfaces connected to each other, it probably would actually look really simple. Like the puzzles would look like they're not that hard. The thing that makes the puzzles hard is the fact that you can't really. You have to sort of twist your brain out of its normal shape to figure out what connects to what. Okay, so I need 4 before I can unlock this. I'm not going to give up any of my keys now because I might need them in other places. So Avarice says Inception meets Escher. So yeah, this is definitely probably. I mean, there have been many games that I've played that have been Escher inspired. This is definitely one of them. This is probably one of the better representations of the kind of like brain twisting stuff that Escher did. There are a few where it's about sort of perspective shifts, where it's like pictures that are like genuinely impossible, like where the perspective is impossible. Those are probably the top of the Escher canon. But this is definitely up in there somewhere. Okay, so I can't walk on this sort of gaseous looking surface. What happens if I jump onto this? Anything? Nope, that doesn't give me any help. Okay. So what am I missing? Wait, can I go underneath these waterfalls? Nope. Nope, I can't. Okay, good to know. It feels like... Okay, what if I did this? Ha ha! Oh crap, no, this is where I've been. Crap! I felt so clever, and I was not clever. Now I've got to backtrack. Which way did I even go? I can't even remember. Oh no! Nope, nope. Well, that should teach me to rush. Alright, stop rushing. Stop rushing. Wait, I'm still rushing. Why am I rushing so hard? Stop. This is a relaxing game. We should play. This is... As I said, this is a relaxing game. And I'm going to relax. I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm going to stay calm. Because that is what this game requires. It requires calm. Now, wait a minute. How did I get up here again? Right, okay. So, there wasn't... Did I find that there was no purpose in going this direction? Oh, no, this is where I went. That's right, this is where I went. Deathcrow says, this is such a trippy game, it definitely makes you think about your surroundings. Yes, that is true. Okay, so it feels like I want to get up on that right side over there. I haven't been there yet. Wow, so the thing that's weird is, you see, that place where I jumped, that turned out to be a really bad place to jump, I have trouble believing that I was just there. I know I was. Yeah, I went over there and I wrapped around the entire map, but still my brain just resists the idea that this map actually fits together the way it does. Okay, so, can't go through those waterfalls. Is there anything over here? There's no transition point over here. Doesn't seem to be anything interesting that I can land on. What am I missing? So this is definitely the most complex level that I've played. So you might be about to see me hit my limit as far as what I'm able to figure out. I was trying to think. So clearly, this wall here is a surface that I'm going to be able to walk on at some point. The question is, how am I going to get there? There's something over here, but that looks like non-walkable. Somehow, yeah, so I'm going to get that thing up there. And I can see how I can get to it from this wall that's in front of me. The question is, okay, so am I going to get to it from this wall that I'm looking down on? And then how am I going to get this guy over here? You know, if I did get this guy over here, that's just below me, I could get from here to there. So this is probably the first one I'm going to do. How am I going to get there? Oh, so if I was walking on this surface right here, I could hop up to this rock. Okay, so how am I going to get on that surface? It's the same as being on this surface below me here. It's that same orientation. Oh, and it's also the same orientation as that this ramp to my left. That ramp is also at the same orientation, though I don't see how the two could possibly connect. Did I come from there? I might have. Huh. So Avra says, this reminds me of Donald Duck in Math Magic Land, and the ant walking around the Mobius strip, and Klein bottles, other topological examples. I had forgotten about it. I feel like I've seen that before. That sounds... I mean, I love watching YouTube videos about things like Mobius strips and Klein bottles and stuff like that. And... oh man, it makes me want to find that cartoon. So Bronkfreak asks, can I rotate this map at will? Or do I have to be a particular orientation? I can zoom out and I can look from the current perspective of the camera. That's about all I can do. So yeah, I have to actually get to a place in order to see it better. So, okay. So here's a question. Is there another way... so the cliff that's below me that can be walked on, is there another way onto it that I can't see from here? Oh yeah, look, it's got a slope from the bottom. The bottom, from my current perspective, has got a slope up to it. So that's where I'm trying to get to the bottom. Okay, so how do I get to the bottom? Let's see, so what is currently the bottom... once I go up here, still the bottom. And wait a minute. But from this perspective, it's the back. So now I'm trying to get to the back. There's this huge waterfall in front of me, though. And the waterfall is a problem. I'm trying to see. I don't have like a crouch button, do I? A crouch button would fix everything. I do not see a crouch button, though. I'm trying all the buttons. They don't seem to be crouching me. So... looks like I can't crouch beneath the waterfalls. But it looks like... is there a slope on the far right side just above my window here? That might be a slope. Is there a way to turn off the waterfalls? Oh, you know what? There has been a time when I've seen the back of this thing. It was when I was over here. This is the back. This is the surface I want to be on. So, what does that tell me? So I want to be on this surface. This to my right. That's where I want to be. Oh yeah, wait a minute. This is what this is where I started thinking about it. This game is hard. Okay, so I could jump down to it if I was standing on this wall to my left where the flag is. Like, if I was on that side. And how come I have never been near that flag? Not being near that flag seems like a problem. It's amazing that, like, with all of the... Oh, wait, can I jump? Oh, I can't jump that. Dang. I feel like being able to get on that surface might be kind of what I want. Let me try that jump again, just in case it's possible. It looked like I didn't really get close, but... Oh! So Bronkfreak points out that there is a single switch up here. And that maybe that's actually the first thing I need to worry about. Because maybe it shuts off the waterfall. If it shuts off the waterfall, that solves my whole problem. So the question is... Can I get across this? So I can't... I doubt there's any way to cross this directly. I certainly can't jump it. But... Okay, so I'm going to try running and jumping this again. Oh, Oh, wait. I don't have to jump all the way across. What is wrong with me? I did not have to jump all the way across. I just had to jump down and then up. I've got problems. Okay, so I think I'm at the orientation I want to be at. This is where I came from, isn't it? Okay, but now I know a little bit more, and maybe I'll be able to figure out some more stuff. Okay, so there's the flag. So I did walk by that flag. I just forgotten. Okay. So I want to be on the cliff below that flag. Where else do I want to be? I want to be on any of the surfaces below me is where I'd like to be. Where do I transition? Because I'm not seeing any curves over there. By the way, jumping not up is one of the most disconcerting feelings. Okay. So I'm slowly kind of figuring out what I'm capable of here. It's just so hard to orient myself. Like, once I've changed orientations, that's it. It's like I'm in a different universe. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, is this the answer right here? Yes, that's the answer. So it wasn't about finding some feature of that building. I had to jump off the building and land again. I am so glad that I kept that key. Okay, so there's a bridge now that'll allow me to get that. And what else? What else is there? So, okay. So I guess I have to leave that there. If I want to go across that bridge. Will I be able to get back up? So I guess grabbing that key should be the last thing I do. Okay, so now I'm just missing this one. Didn't I say though that? So yeah, so the thing it didn't do... Aha, there we go. The thing it didn't do was shut off the waterfall, but it looks like I don't actually need that. Alright, so I've got 3 of these. So let's go... Whoop, I almost... that scared me. Let's go get the last one. Whee! Oh, this is such vertigo. Alright. So now we go and grab this guy, which drops the bridge, but that's fine, because I know I can get to those other ones without the bridge. Oh, wait. Is that what I want to do? No, I want to go this way. This is so disconcerting. Oh, that's what that stack of platforms is for. Alright, cool. And how do I get on that surface? Oh. Like this. Obviously. Oh, and we've got one more key. And I noticed all these ways you can navigate this spot, so... Oh, there's another one up there. Dang, how many keys are in this place? So yeah, so this... Okay, so I couldn't even do... This was the thing I was trying to solve earlier. And I couldn't even do this until I had done everything else. Okay, so now I've got 3 to fill. I've only got 2 with me. I've got to get this guy. The thing that's amazing about this kind of level is they managed... Okay, I think I can jump this. They managed to cram like 3 levels worth of puzzles into one object. It's just this one object. But because it's so twisted around and my access to it is so controlled... How do I get back? Oh, like this, I guess. But yeah, my access to it is so controlled that it feels like I didn't even realize I was dealing with 2 lock and key challenges. I assumed there was only one. And I think that bubble means we've figured it out.
Unable to fathom everything there was, humanity began to name everything they feared. They mastered the sky, the earth, and the entire world. Still in fear, they tied up what nobody else was able to see. They put it in order and enclosed it inside a concept, regardless of its endless nature. And thanks to that, what threatened to crush them submitted to their ego and was reduced, without thinking about it, to language. And then, carried away by a candle glow, humans forgot that their footprints were, after all, no more than what a single raindrop is compared to the sea.
Yeah, so we're insignificant. I don't feel like I fully understand the point this game is trying to make. I have trouble following it, but that's fine. As you can see, I also have trouble following the puzzles, so it all seems appropriate. It all kind of fits. But yeah, so that is Etherborn. That's how it works. So that was one entire puzzle, and now it's time to exit to the main menu and try something else out. But, I don't want to go through too many different puzzles, right? Just because if any of you are interested in playing this game, you should really discover it by yourselves, because that's really sort of the joy of this game. It's partly the art direction, which is gorgeous, but it's also a big part of it is just twisting your mind into these bizarre shapes to try to understand what you're doing. There's a certain kind of pleasure in that, like the sort of pain in your muscles when you're working out. So I'm into it. So I'm going to be continuing to play this game for a little while longer. But for right now, we're going to get out of here and play yet another game that's about twisting up your orientation. I'm talking about Manifold Garden. So that's going to be next. So stick around.